Welcome back, bringing the power of the theater to Western New Mexico University. That's what musical theater lecturer Megan McQueen has been doing, and she's going to be doing it on Monday as a scholar of Lin-Manuel Miranda and Hamilton in particular. Educational program is going to be discussing the musical elements of the whole production and lead musicians in presenting numbers from the musical. Joining us now to talk about the program is the lady herself, Megan McQueen. It's great to have you with us.
Thank you so much. I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah, this is so cool. Before we dive into everything, let's talk a little bit about your history with the theater.
Oh, sure. Well, I've been studying musicals like it was my job for about 27 years.
Nice.
And it has been my job to varying degrees for like 20 years. So at New Mexico State, there's a program called the Academy of Learning and Retirement, where a lot of retired professors want to keep learning.
Mhm.
They wanted to learn about Hamilton, and they asked me, can you create a lecture series about it? So now I've done 20-some hours of lectures over Hamilton based on like 100-some hours of studying it.
So if there was a quintessential expert on it,
I would try.
Yeah. Wow.
Seen it a couple times, gone to some workshops with some of the cast members in New York, and had some communication via email and where I can. Yeah.
How did you develop the passion for that?
You know, I think I just like musicals in general, and then Lin-Manuel Miranda, it's so exciting what the energy and enthusiasm he's bringing to an art form that, like, kind of was insider, like the average person doesn't listen to musicals usually, but it was the #1 hip-hop album for a while. It actually has made a huge crossover for what musicals can be.
That is amazing, and you're taking a look at some of the elements of it right there on your screen, bringing it to life on stage. Megan, let's talk a little bit about what's going to be happening on Monday.
So I'm going to have 5 dynamic presenters coming with me to the campus of Western New Mexico University, and we're going to talk about a bunch of components of the story, not only the actual text itself, but the costume design, the set design, the concept of the casting, the choreography. We're going to look at some clips that are available online and things so that they can study more about it if they're curious.
That is amazing. And so let's kind of a little bit of background here on the composer, Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah, Lin-Manuel, he's an amazing human. I think the coolest thing about him is, so his parents are both from Puerto Rico. He has always lived in the United States, but goes back with frequency. In fact, he just did the musical and raised $15 million to give to artists in Puerto Rico in the wake of all of the devastation of their hurricane and everything. So he's brilliant. He loved musical theater, but he felt like there wasn't a place for Latinos enough in that world. And so instead of being discouraged by that, he wrote 2 Tony Award-winning Best Musicals, In the Heights and Hamilton, and performed in them on Broadway. He's an incredible. He did Moana. He was just in Mary Poppins.
Wow. So 2 Tony Award-winning musicals. I mean, almost safe to say he's like a genius in his own time.
He's
right now.
Gotten the MacArthur Genius Grant even.
Wow.
Yes, he's definitely.
That's official then. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is so cool. So I mean, this is one of the many things that you're going to be breaking down in part of the lecture, right?
Oh yeah, we'll be talking about Lin and his background, his parents, the influences of his love for hip hop and how that combines with his love for musical theater. Examples throughout the musical of those things being sprinkled in. It'll be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm going to have to sign up for that class.
You should come.
Megan, where can we find more information about all this?
So it's at WNMU.edu, standing for Western New Mexico University, and the presentation will happen on their campus. It's only $10, and it's going to be a blast.
Oh, yeah. $10, I'm there. Megan, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks.
And again, you can find more information at alwaysonkRQE.com. All right.